Yes, Prabhuji, please start. Yeah.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladaladaini. Hiranyakashipu vachaha. Silatankanakalalami. Itu narsimho parato narsimho yato yami tato narsimho pahir narsimho hridaye narsimho narasimhamadin sharanam pavati narasimhamadin sharanam pavati Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Panubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jagadish Hare Keshavadripa Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, Prakash Prabhu. Very beautiful prayers. Prakash Prabhu's debut as a singer. So, of course, I asked Harish Prabhu also, and I asked Rahul Prabhu also to learn Narsingha prayers. So, I will ask them too. So, it is very, as I mentioned, it is very, very important to learn and sing Narsingha prayer. You don't need to be a great singer for that one, and have a great voice also. Okay, having a great heart to learn and to connect it to Krishna. That is the only thing we require. That is the only qualification we require, to chant the holy names of the Lord, to sing kirtans like that. So thank you very much. So 3 questions, as I mentioned. So I'm not going to share any screen today because we know the questions. Ramata is not joined. Actually, she also asked one question. Let us see. But for those who don't know, because regular devotees, they may have idea about these questions and how to understand. But particularly some new people, and even as a recap, because forgetfulness is a common quality in this Kali Yuga. So that's why. So 3 questions. So one question is about the attachment. Let's see, let me read the questions. 3 questions. That's why I again posted the questions. Does detachment and unattachment apply to only materialistic aspects of life, or also when it comes to relationships, let it be wife, children, parents? Because sometimes when we fall in love, it's a harder task to detach ourselves when they leave. Okay, so that is the one question. Second question is, if one doesn't attain 100% spiritual consciousness, will he or she get more than 7 janmas? My understanding was one gets only 7 janmas, and the last janma is being a human. So do we another chance to complete our service to the Lord? And the third question from Swara Mataji is, should we not accumulate pious activities? And you also mentioned we are sure to get another birth if we do so. This is not clear. Okay, so that is the question from Swara Mataji. So first let us, since Swara Mataji is not here, I thought of, okay, anyway, first let us go to the third question about accumulating pious activities. Yeah. So what I mentioned is, like, we went to Vrindavan Yatra. There we are about to take bath in Yamuna River. One of our senior devotees mentioned, like, if you take bath in Ganges, all your sinful activities will be wiped out. And if you take bath in Yamuna, all your sinful and pious activities will be wiped out. Okay. So then we start thinking whether we take a bath in Yamuna or not, because he is saying all our pious will also be gone. Okay. And bear in mind, it doesn't mean like, I can do as much sins as possible and I can go and take bath in Ganges and it will be wiped out. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Krishna is very, very intelligent. If we think we are intelligent, Krishna is super intelligent. Okay. It doesn't work like that. Understand? But taking holy rivers is with a pure consciousness. Okay. That is very, very important. So now the question, and also I mentioned, even though we do pious activities, we have to take birth again. So that's why Mataji's question is like, does it mean, should we not accumulate pious activities? Understand? Krishna also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So we have three types of people, actually. Of course, many categories, but if we take broadly, okay, let us categorize the jivas in three types. One type who does sins. Okay. So we all know the consequence. Okay. They have to take birth again, and even they may take birth in a lower species, lower category species. Yeah. Depending upon the sins they committed, and they have to suffer the punishment. Okay. This we know. And the second type of people is who does pious. Okay. Those who does pious activities, they will be elevated to upper planetary system. Okay. Either they may go to Swargalok or Yakshalok, whatever. Yeah. They are qualified to go. And there they will have some sort of better life. Okay. They enjoy the luxuries in upper planetary systems. Once all these pious credits are completed, again they have to take birth again. Understand? Okay. So that's why, remember, even Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Abrahma Bhono Loka Punar Avartino Arjuna. My dear Arjuna, even though you become Brahma, Brahma means the topmost living entity in this material world. In this material world, Lord Brahma is the topmost living entity. Bear in mind, Lord Brahma is a position, actually, just like a prime minister, president, like that. Brahma is a position. Whoever acquire enough credits, pious credits, to occupy Brahma position, they will get that position. Understand? So it's not like a Brahma, Shiva is different. Okay. But Brahma is a position, Indra is a position. These are all positions. Okay. So Krishna mentioned, even though you become Brahma, you have to come back to this material world. Even Brahma also, once his lifetime is completed, okay, he has to take birth. Understand? So that is, but what is the goal? What Krishna is saying? Okay. Again, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, like, if you worship Pitru Devatas, yeah, you will go to the planet of Pitru Devatas. If you worship ghosts, you will go to the planet of ghosts. Okay. And of course, if you worship me, you will come to me. And if you come to me, I am giving you guarantee that you don't take birth again. So this guarantee is there only if we attain the Krishna Lok. Vaikuntha or Golaka Vrindavan, whatever it is. Okay. For other planets like Swargalok or Yakshalok, whatever it is, we have Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. These are lower planetary systems. Bhuloka, Bhaurloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, Swargaloka. These are the upper planetary systems. Okay. And Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. 7. Okay. Earth is in the middle. Okay. So depending upon, so if the soul acquires the pious credits, they will go to the upper planetary systems. They will enjoy there. Okay. Once these credits are gone, again they have to take birth again. Okay. Then the question, that's why this is called fruitive, activities. People do pujas or people do yajnas, expecting something. They want to enjoy the fruits of those, the results of the fruits, results of those yajnas. Okay. They want to enjoy the result of their punya karyas, punya karmas, or pious activities. There is a section of people, they do pious activities with a result in mind to enjoy. Okay. It's not like a selfless service to any demigod. Understand? So that's why there are different. For example, we know Rajasyamala Yaga. If someone performs Rajasyamala Yaga, they will become the king. Like that in our scriptures it is mentioned. Even now in this democracy also in India, some chief ministers, they do this Rajasyamala Yaga. In our Telangana, KCR did. Yeah. And even I remember Jayalalitha, when she was alive, she did some yagnas like this. Yeah. So like this, even in this Kali Yuga, because they are performing these yagnas, expecting something, expecting some position. Okay. Expecting to elevate to higher planetary systems. Understand? These are the punya karyas. So punya karyas, pious, are definitely better than sin. There is no doubt. Understand? But what happens once those pious credits are done, again they have to take birth again. So what is the definition of bhakti? Many people misunderstand the fact that pious and bhakti are same. Pious, punya karyas, and bhakti, these two are same. They are not same. Remember, bhakti means, the definition of bhakti is given, anyabhilashita sunyam gnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyena krishnanu silanam bhakti ruttamam. Anyabhilashita sunyam, anya abhilasha sunyam, no other desire. Understand? So punya karyas are some sort of business transaction. Better than sin, definitely. But it's some sort of business transaction. Okay. I do some yaga or I do some yajna. Okay. I do some yaga or I do some yajna. I think Swara Mataji just joined. Mataji, we are just discussing the question you asked. We are starting, just now we started. I will repeat it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So, okay. Since Swara Mataji joined, I will quickly repeat the point. Broadly, we can categorize the jivas into 3. Okay. So one who does papa karyas, sins. The second one who does punya karyas, pious activities. The third one bhaktas or devotees, bhakti, like that. Okay. 3 categories. Definitely we know the consequences of doing sinful actions. Okay. We have to take birth again and we have to suffer for whatever sin we have done. Okay. The second category is punya karyas. Punya karyas, we do punya karyas expecting something in our mind, expecting something to enjoy. Not in a illegal way, not in a sinful way. Okay. In a some sort of what you say in a Vedic way. In a Vedic way, I want to elevate myself to higher planetary systems. Some people knowingly or unknowingly. Some people do charities. They do charity to poor people. Yeah, Annadan, Vidyadan. So what is the intention? They may not have the knowledge of scriptures, but what they want after this life, it will be helpful to me. Whatever I have done, it will be helpful to me after this life. Yeah, in whatever way. Understand? So that is also expecting something, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why the punya karya is definitely not a bad thing. Yeah. But for that punya karya, we will get that result to enjoy. Either after this life we will go to Swargalok. Yeah. As I mentioned before, again I am repeating, like Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, those who worship demigods, they go to the planet of that demigods. Those who worship ghosts, they will go to the planets of ghosts. Those who worship Pitru Devatas, they will go to the planet of those Pitru Devatas. And those who worship me, they will come to me. And those who come to my planet, I am giving you guarantee that you don't go back to that material world. Understand? So, Pitru Karyas, those who do Pitru Karyas more, attaching to their forefathers and all. Okay. Definitely a Punya Karya. They will go to the planet of Pitru Karyas. Pitru Loka. Yeah. So, like this, depending upon the pious activity we do, we will be qualified to go to that planet. There is no doubt. And definitely it is better than, of course, in their intention, it is better than this human life. Yeah, those who go to Swargaloka, they will enjoy there. Like that. But bear in mind, once these pious credits are completed, just like a bank balance. Understand? Okay. Once we complete the bank balance, we enjoy there, means for whatever punya we have done, we went there, we go there and we enjoy there. Once those credits are completed, we have to take birth again. Remember, Bhagavad Gita Krishna clearly mentioned. Understand? Until and unless the jiva gets liberated, don't think that punya karyas doesn't give you moksha. Remember, punya karyas doesn't give you moksha because we perform punya karyas expecting something. So Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Abrahmanoloka Punar Avartino Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, even though you become Brahma, who is the topmost living entity, it is a position, as I mentioned before, Brahma, Indra, these are all positions. Okay. So if we perform enough pious activities to become Brahma, we will be qualified and we will become Brahma. Of course, in this Kali Yuga, it is not possible. But in previous yugas, the king Nahasha, he performed 100 Ashwamedha yagas to become Indra. Okay, Indra is also a position like that. So whoever get that qualification, they will occupy that position. Okay, so those are pious only, those are pious activities only. Okay, so but they get that position. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, even though you become Brahma, you have to take another birth. Understand? So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is not recommending pious activities. Krishna is recommending bhakti only. And one more point, remember. Punya karyas are like business transaction. We do punya karyas expecting something. And we get that result. And we enjoy that result. Once we get that and we enjoy the result, the relation between us and that particular demigod, whoever it is, we worshipped, the transaction is completed. Understand? The transaction is over. It's a business transaction. Okay. So when we do that particular yajna or yaga or puja, whatever it is, praying for something to give, okay, if we do properly with a proper brahmana procedure following, that particular demigod will sanction it. Now there is no relation between us and that demigod. That's it. Understand? So that is punya karyas. But why the misconception is, people think bhakti and punya karyas are same, but it is not. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I will quote the verse again. The definition of bhakti is saying, anyabhilashita sunyam gnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyena krishnanum seelanam bhakti ruttamam. Anyabhilashita sunyam, no other desire, zero desire. When we do bhakti, when we worship Krishna, zero desires, without asking anything. That is a pure bhakti. So, punya karyas are not pure bhakti. Punya karyas are expecting something. We have some abhilasha in our mind. Expecting something. We get it. We enjoy it, either in this life or after this life. We go to that particular planet, we enjoy it. Once that life is over, again, we have to take another birth, where it depends on our activities in that world. We know Nalakubera and Manigriva in Damodara Leela. They are the sons of Kubera, but they are fully intoxicated. Definitely better life than human life. But they are fully, their father Kubera is a great devotee, but Nalakubera and Manigriva are fully intoxicated. Okay, so that's why they are cursed to become trees. Understand? So, depending upon their activities in Urdhva Lokas or in upper planetary systems, they have to take birth again. Understand? So, that is why, remember, pious activities and bhakti, these two are not same. Okay? Pious activities gives the results, and the soul, the jiva, wants to enjoy those results. Jiva wants to enjoy those results. He is not offering to Krishna. Remember, the results of pious activities, the jiva is not offering to Krishna. He is enjoying. Since he is enjoying for himself, he has to take a birth again. Now the question comes, again Swara Mata asked, does it mean we don't do any pious activities? Yeah, that is the question. And also another question, previously some devotees they used to ask, if this is the case, why these pious activities, these punya karyas are prescribed in Vedas? Why Jiva people do pious activities? Because they are prescribed in Vedas. You do so and so, you worship so and so demigod, you will get so and so. You worship so and so demigod, your lifetime will be increased. You worship so and so demigod, you will get better health. Like this. In Vedas, in Karma Kanda section, okay, all these things are clearly explained. Okay, so now the question comes, either does it mean don't do pious activity, or number two, why they are prescribed in Vedas? Okay, first let us try to understand why they are prescribed in Vedas. See, bhakti is not an overtime job, remember. Understand? To write, even if we study also, it's nearly some 9 months to 10 months academic year is there. Yeah. Within 1 week, we can't learn and write the final exam, isn't it? Yeah, somewhere in June, the academic year starts, and somewhere in September, it will finish, and there will be some unit tests, the quarterly, half yearly, something like that, isn't it? So the soul practicing bhakti is not so easy. Even to convince to practice bhakti is also not so easy, because he is very much attached for enjoying the life. So that's why what Krishna has done is, okay, you want to enjoy? First point, remember, if you want to enjoy, don't go for sin. I am prescribing you some punya karyas. You do those punya karyas. If you do these punya karyas, okay, you will be getting so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. Okay. Jiva does it if he convinces with Vedas. If he doesn't convince, okay, he does the sins and again he will suffer. Okay. It's in yoga order, it is given. Jiva does it and he will be elevated to Urdhva Lokas. Okay. So Krishna is slowly giving the taste of bhakti. Slowly. But since pious are definitely better than sin, yeah, the mode of goodness will develop within the soul. Pious activities, definitely mode of goodness is there, isn't it? Yeah, we have 3 modes: tamoguna, rajaguna, sattva-guna. Yeah, so the mode of goodness will be developed. So he is slowly introducing the mode of goodness. So while developing this mode of goodness, yeah, Krishna parallelly giving Bhagavad Gita, the essence of Vedas. Okay, it's all right. I told you in Vedas, in Karma Kanda section, like, these are the punya karyas you have to do so that you will get so and so, so and so, so and so. That's absolutely fine. But you move forward from Karma Kanda. From Karma Kanda to Jnana Kanda to Bhakti Yoga, like that, move forward. So, yeah, Jiva is forwarding, Jiva slowly understands, oh, performing Karma Kanda, I am doing punya karyas, but I have to take a birth again and again. But in Bhakti Yoga, Krishna is saying, get moksha. Yeah. He is clearly saying, you will take birth again after finishing your pious credits. Okay. This is what, building up the self-realization step by step, gradually. Since Jiva already cultivating this mode of goodness by performing punya karyas, slowly he is elevating and he is trying to understand, oh, this is also not sufficient for me. This is also definitely not good for me. If I want to progress, I have to do bhakti. Oh, Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, he told Arjuna, even though you become Brahma, you have to take birth again. Okay. So let me not do this punya karyas and let me start practicing bhakti. That realization will be developed slowly within the jiva. So, and when he come to the state of practicing bhakti yoga, as he is practicing sincerely, he will go to the planet of Krishna. Understand? So performing punya karyas is definitely it will not give moksha, it will not give liberation. We have to take birth again. Understand? And we do those punya karyas by expecting something. Sita, Dore. Yeah, so Okay, by expecting something. So slowly, yeah, Jiva realizing this fact, he is slowly trying to, okay, let me not expect. Let me not expect. Anya Bhilashita Sunya. Okay, he will move to that phase. He will elevate to that phase. Like that. So that's why in this yoga ladder, the first step is like this one, fruitive workers. It is mentioned. I will share that one, yoga ladder one day. I think we had this discussion before. Most of you are not there. Yoga ladder. So I will show the first step of the ladder. Okay, fruitive workers or fruitive activities. Okay, better than sins. Yeah, and it will be helpful to cultivate mode of goodness, and we will get the better life in Urthalokas. And if we enjoy, we have to take birth again. But the goal is not to take any birth. Understand? So the reason, hope now I understood the reason for Krishna giving these Karma Kanda section, prescribing these Punya Karyas, all these things, is as a stepping stone to Bhakti Yoga. It is a stepping stone to Bhakti Yoga because it is not possible to practice Bhakti overnight. Okay. So now the question comes, shall we stop practicing this Punya Karyas? How can I stop doing these Punya Karyas? Remember, always remember. Again, I have given this presentation before. Again, some of you are not there. Bhakti Yoga is a superset of all previous yogas. Bhakti Yoga is the superset of all previous yogas. So, including these Punya Karyas. Okay. So, if we do any Punya Karya without expecting any result and offer it to Krishna, it is nothing but Bhakti. Understand? Okay. So, Bhakti Yoga built in or by default, Bhakti Yoga contains these pious, but we don't call it as pious because we are not expecting the result. That is the only difference. We are not expecting the result. Now another question comes. I remember one devotee asked before. Prabhuji, yeah, like, doing Punya Karyasi without expecting result. Why we take birth again? Because we are expecting the result and we are enjoying the result. Now the question comes, Prabhuji, what if I do Bhakti Punya Karyas and I am not expecting any result and I am not attaching the result? I perform so and so yajna and I just offer the result to Krishna. I don't want any result like that. So now what happens is that particular presiding demigod, whoever sanctions you the result of that Punya Karya, okay, so after this life, we will go to that planet and from there, we will be elevated further higher. We don't come down. We don't again come take birth in this planet Earth. And because we are not expecting result. So your journey will be forward. If we expect a result, enjoy the result, then we take birth in this planet Earth. But if we are offering to Krishna, that particular presiding deity, we go to that planet and that particular demigod guides us further so that we will be having the final birth from there and go to Goloka Vrindavan. Understand? So the demigod will be pleased. Remember, in either case, if we don't expect the result, the demigod will be pleased. That's wonderful. First of all, demigods don't feel happy if we do something pious and ask them, give me, give me, give me, give me, because since that is not the ultimate goal, the demigods, they will give, but they don't feel happy. Arey, this is not at all useful to you. You are attaching to the result like that. But people do this karma kanda section without expecting anything, worshipping so and so demigod without expecting something. The soul will go to that planet, and that particular demigod will guide them further, so that they will become Krishna Bhakta and liberated from there. Yeah. Even I asked the question to Sishashtakam Prabhu, what about a pure Muslim or a pure Christian? Yeah, they eat meat. I asked Sishashtakam Prabhu, because they born in that particular religion. Okay, according to the religion, eating meat is fine for them, and they follow the scripture strictly. Then what is their destination? I asked this question to Sishashtakam Prabhu. So Sishashtakam Prabhu mentioned the same. They will take birth, definitely, but since they are following those instructions, okay, they will get a better life. Remember, always remember, to get liberation, the last life should be Vaishnava, even not Brahmana. Brahmana can be Vaishnava, but Vaishnava need not to be a Brahmana. We know that. Understand? So to get liberation, to go back to Godhead, to get Vaikuntha Prapti, whatever name you say, the last result, last birth, he must be Vaishnava. Okay. Swara Mataji, any questions on this one? Have you understood?
Yes, Prabhuji, I understood.
Yeah. So that's the one. So definitely better than sinful activities. Okay. And these Punya Karyas are a stepping stone to Bhakti Yoga. Okay. So if we are attached to the results, we enjoy the result. But slowly that self-realization, we will cultivate that realizing the self. And then we come to a stage, let me not attach to the result. But if we still attach to any demigod and worship the demigod, we go to the demigod planet and he will guide us further to Krishna Loka. Or if we take birth as a human being also, we will get a better birth. In the same 6th chapter only, Krishna is saying, you can become a, in an aristocratic family, or in a, Vaishnava family, you will born, something like that. And Krishna gives us the opportunity to follow Bhakti Yoga, and we will become Vaishnava and go back to Godhead. So Bhakti Yoga is the superset which contains these pious within itself. But it will be offered to Krishna, not any other. Bhakti means it will be offered to Krishna only, not any other demigod. And point number 2, we don't get the result. See, bear in mind, Krishna is called Yajna Bhokta. Krishna is known as Yajna Bhokta. Any yajna you perform, Krishna is the receiver of the result. We are called Yajna Karta, we do Yajna. Krishna is called Yajna Bhokta. So the final offering will be done to Krishna only. That's why when Yudhishthira Maharaj has done Rajasuya Yaga, he invited Krishna to take that, offerings. And we know Sisupala objected, and he was killed by Krishna, like that. So even within this Karma Kanda section, pious all Punya Karyas, any Punya Karya, any Yajna Yaga are done, the ultimate offering will be given to Krishna only. Okay, not any specific demigod. But what is the difference? We accept the result and we enjoy the result. So as long as we are enjoying the result, we have to take birth again. Okay, so that is about this question. Any further questions on this? Manjula Mata, I think you raised your hand, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu. We know that devotion also has to be done in the parampara, because only then you can get the right benefit. It needs to be one of the 4 sampradayas which we are aware about. I just wanted to know that there are some Christian bhaktas out there in a non-sampradaya sort of thing, but they do pray to Lord Krishna. But then what will their destination be? Will it be some lifetimes before they come under a sampradaya and then eventually get elevated, or how will it work for them? Because they are just doing some sort of devotional service of their own kind, but not recommended.
Yeah. There may be few exceptions. If Krishna wants, he can give any exception. Okay. Otherwise, they have to take birth again. But Krishna gives the opportunity for them to connect to a bona fide spiritual master.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah. But if it is something like exceptional case, like I heard in few things, I don't know, like Mirabai, for example, Mirabai. So like that, few are directly connected to Krishna. And if Krishna feels like this is an exceptional case, okay, he will directly take them. Yeah. Otherwise, they will definitely get another birth. But Krishna gives them the opportunity to connect to a bona fide spiritual master. Understand? So don't get disheartened if you have already done any pious credits, pious activities. It is definitely a stepping stone. You cannot climb on top of the ladder directly, isn't it? Yeah. So it is definitely a stepping stone. Yeah. And of course, another question comes. See, we are very, very helpless. We are helpless in this material world. Yeah, sometimes devotees ask this question: is it wrong to ask something? Yeah, is it wrong? I lost my job. If I ask someone, some demigod, to give me a job, my health is deteriorating. Okay, you worship Aswini Devatas, they will give you a good health, like that. Okay, is it wrong? Because we are very, very helpless in this material world. So Vaishnava Sampradayas, bona fide Sampradayas are saying, even the demigods say, like, we are very insignificant. Even if you feel you are helpless, you ask Krishna instead of asking some demigod. Okay, you take shelter of Krishna. Gajendra prayed Krishna. Gajendra was in trouble. He prayed Krishna. Demigods themselves say, no. We are very insignificant. He is the supreme. Instead of asking us, you can ask him directly. Like that. So don't force yourself. But this consciousness of not asking comes automatically. Okay, don't worry. Understand? Don't force yourself, but ask Krishna. There is a beautiful story I would like to tell. I think Kabir Das and who is the other one? Suradas. Kabir Das and Suradas. Yeah, both are great devotees. I think one is names may be wrong. Please forgive me. One is Ram Bhakta and another one is Krishna Bhakta. Okay. Once they met in Vrindavan. Of course, there is always some sort of debate between Ram Bhaktas and Krishna Bhaktas. My Lord is great, means protected, my Lord is protected. That's fine. That's absolutely fine, because they are attached to that form of the Lord. A wild elephant, when they are walking, a wild elephant is running towards them. One of them, I think Suradas, he ran and he climbed a tree to protect himself. The Kabir Das, he just stood like that. He did not run. The elephant came, it bowed down to Kabir Das and it went away. Now, can any of you tell me who is great devotee? Just by hearing the story.
Kabir Das, who was standing on the ground.
Okay. Who is the great devotee? That is my question.
Not the one who climbed the tree, the one who
Okay,
stood.
Kabir Das. Okay, okay, Mataji. Okay. So anyone else? Okay. Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
might be wrong, but this story does not say who is a great devotee. Whether you climb or you stand, I mean, that actually does not say who is a pure devotee.
Okay, very good. So whether you climb or you stand, it doesn't imply to, consider so-and-so is a great devotee. Wonderful. Very good answer. Yeah. So either case, externally, he stood there. So that's why, without fear, fearless. Devotees are fearless. Yeah. The other one ran. Okay. He got down. Kabir Das asking. So I think you don't have faith in your Ram. That's why you ran away. See, Krishna is with me. So I prayed Krishna, my Lord, if I am your devotee, just you save me from this elephant. So the elephant came and bowed down to me, it went away. Then Surdas smiled. And then Surdas said, my dear friend, I don't want to disturb my Lord just for the sake of this elephant to protect myself. My Lord will be busy in Ayodhya, doing, something, he's the protector of the whole world. Why should I disturb for this silly thing? He's saying, for this silly thing, why should I disturb? That's why I thought not to disturb the Lord. That's why I ran away and, tried to protect myself. Okay. And Kabir Das also smiled. Both are great devotees. Both are great devotees. Yeah, we cannot say someone is higher, someone is. So Surada's consciousness is, this is a silly thing. But I am in this material body. I am in this material body. So let me do whatever I can materially. So that, I can continue my devotion to my Lord, Ram, if I survive. He is also fearless. Suradas is also fearless. Both are fearless. Kabir Das demanded, my Lord, you come and save me. This wild elephant is coming. Krishna saved. Yeah. So, like, both are highly elevated. Krishna doesn't discriminate. So-and-so is, higher, so-and-so is lower. He ran away. He didn't. No, definitely. Yes, Manjula Mataji.
No, it just reminded me of Srila Prabhupada when there was a war and there were bombs falling out in Bengal at that time. He was fearless. He said, if my Lord is going to protect me, then nobody can kill me. Everybody was running. He just stayed there and he told his wife, you go and make kachoris, nothing will happen. If we are meant to die, we are meant to die.
Exactly.
And he was saved. Yeah. He was also very fearless. Yeah.
It happened. Yes. Yeah, I heard this Prabhupada's beautiful pastime. So Prabhupada is fearless. Understand? So why I am giving this is, even though if any devotees asks for something, praying Krishna, it doesn't mean they are not elevated. Yeah. So this is about Punya Karyas. This is about Punya Karyas. Okay. It is a stepping stone, and Bhakti built-in contains Punya Karyas. I think you know this story of Gopis. I told this story many times, but I think this is the right context to mention. Because Anyabhilashita Sunyam, the devotees means they just want the pleasure of the Lord only, not their pleasure. That is called Suddha Sattva. I mentioned, Sattva Guna is Trigunas. All Trigunas are part of this material world. But Suddha Sattva is beyond. So Punya Karyas, the people are who does pious activities, they will be in the mode of goodness, but there is something higher to become devotee. That is called pure mode of goodness, Suddha Sattva. So To enter into the zone of Suddha Sattva, one must cultivate the quality of Sattva Guna. Understand? So, pious activities definitely helps. But as soon as we realize, then we move to the zone of Suddha Sattva. Understand? Prabhupada has given the example like Sattva Guna is like a what you call airport. Okay, you are going from here, you are going to India, you will wait for your flight. You are waiting at the gate. That is Sattva Guna. Understand? Does it take you to go to India? If you just sitting in the lounge at the gate, if you relax, will you go to India? No, you have to board the flight, isn't it? That boarding that flight means you are entering into the zone of Siddha Sattva, devotion. That's why don't satisfy with pious activities. It means you will be always in the airport only. Okay, you may have some nice lounge to sleep, some restaurants to eat, but how long will you stay in airport? How many days will you stay in airport? Your destination is not airport. You packed all your luggage. You went to airport, but the destination is not airport. The destination is India, Hyderabad or Delhi, Mumbai, whatever it is. You need to board the flight. Understand? That is bhakti. So, satisfying with pious activities, punya karyas means you will be in airport lifelong. In Sattva Guna, I am doing good. I am doing so many yagnas, yagas, annadana, vidyadana, vastradana, so many danas I am regularly doing. Yeah, it will help me. Means you will be in airport only. Yeah, you go to Sargaloka or you go to Yakshaloka or you go to Kinnarloka or you may become Brahma. Again, you will come back, again you take birth. You know, this happens only. So that's why this knowledge Krishna is giving, by slowly elevating, then the soul realizes, how long should I stay in this airport? I have to board the flight. I have entered into the zone of Suddha Sattva. To enter into the zone of Suddha Sattva, I must have no desire except pleasing Krishna. Understand? Then from the zone of pious, we will enter into the zone of bhakti. Yeah. So the story, once Narada asked Krishna, Narada asked Krishna, who is your greatest devotee? You tell me. Then Krishna said, okay, before answering this question, you know all my devotees, yeah, in various planetary systems, so many sages are doing tapasya on me. You go to all my devotees and tell them, I got very severe headache. Krishna got very severe headache. The cure to that headache is give the dust of your feet. If we apply the dust of your feet to Krishna's forehead, then the headache will be gone. Okay, you go to all my devotees and tell them and bring their dust. Narada Muni is going in all over the 7 worlds, like in all planetary systems, meeting great sages and asking, Krishna got headache. Oh, everyone is feeling so sorry for that one. They are not happy. No, what's the cure? The cure is the dust of your feet. Give me your dust of feet. No. Sorry, it is the biggest offense. How can you apply the dust of my feet to Krishna's forehead? He is my Lord. I will go to hell. Definitely. But Krishna is suffering. Whatever it is, I don't want to give the dust of me. Then Narada Muni came with empty hands to Krishna. No one is giving. Now you go to Vrindavan and ask gopis. Narada Muni came to Vrindavan and he asked gopis, Krishna got headache. Oh, they are also felt very upset. What is the cure? the dust of your feet. Within minutes, everyone is collecting huge dust from their feet and asking Narada Muni, you go and apply. We want the headache to be cured immediately. Then Narada Muni said, are you not scared of the consequence? If we apply the dust of your feet to his forehead, okay, his headache will be vanishing, but you will go to hell. And gopis are saying, no issues, we will go to hell. We want Krishna to be happy. Okay, hope now you understood. So even the sages also, we don't want to go to hell. That is also not pure bhakti. They are upset for Krishna getting headache, but they don't want to give the dust of their feet. Because no, we don't want to go to hell. It's an offense. Gopis are happy to go to hell. Understand? So that is the pure bhakti. Even pure bhakti means, even we don't desire liberation. Remember, if we practice bhakti yoga expecting liberation, that is also not pure bhakti. Then the question comes, then what do we do? For example, in case Krishna says, you worship me, yeah, you will come to me definitely, but before that you will go to hell. You have to suffer there. Okay, how many people start bhakti yoga? Isn't it? See, Prakash Prabhu raised his hand. That is wonderful. Yeah. So, point is, see, of course, Krishna is giving the guarantee that you will come to me. The point is, Krishna, wherever you send, I will go. Okay, wherever you say, we will go there. But we serve you. Understand? So, even expecting liberation is also not pure bhakti. But remember, it is a byproduct of bhakti. Liberation is the byproduct of bhakti. Yeah, punya karyas, we are expecting something which is leading us to take another birth. Bhakti yoga expecting liberation, is it justified? Definitely not. Yeah, even Prahalad Maharaj, he did not ask for liberation. So great devotees, even they don't ask for liberation. That it comes as a byproduct. That's it. They don't care of liberation. They just want to please Krishna wherever they are and which form they are. Krishna just give us the opportunity to please you. That's it. No matter we are in a human form, we may be in demigod, or we may be lower, ant, elephant, pig, dog, whatever it is, no issues. They don't care of their birth. They don't care of their position. They don't care of the planet where they want to stay. They always want Krishna, wherever we are, give us the opportunity to serve you. That's it. That is pure bhakti. Understand? Damodarashtakam Satyavarta Muni, he says, Krishna always, I don't want anything. In the stanzas, it is there. Even I don't want liberation. Satyavarta Muni is saying, I just want to always remember your Tribhanga form. Yeah, beautiful Balagopala form. Just give me that opportunity to always meditate upon your Balagopala form. Yeah, I don't want even liberation. Satyavarta Muni mentioned. That is pure bhakti. Got it? So expecting moksha, liberation is also not pure bhakti. Okay, so thank you very much. So today completely we focused on Swaramataji's question, and next Monday we will continue with other two questions. Swaramataji and others, hope you understood now. Okay, the difference between pious activities and the bhakti yoga. So pure devotees, they don't care. Okay, we'll go and take bath in Yamuna. No issues. Let our pious credits gone. I have no problem. But Krishna, please let me remember always your holy name. That's it. If we bound to that pious activity, we have to take birth again. So, see, vanishing means, what does it mean? Offering to Krishna. For example, Krishna comes to you and say, hey, all these years, all past many births, you have done so and so, so and so, so and so pious activities. Now you are eligible to become Brahma. Yeah. Each individual on the screen, okay, who are hearing this lecture, apply this to yourself. Krishna comes to you and Krishna says, my dear Prakash Prabhu or Rahul Prabhu, whoever it is, yeah, you have done many pious activities, past many. Now you are eligible to become Brahma. I am giving you two options. One option, since you are qualified, you occupy the position of Brahma. Or second option, give the complete result to me and you become Yant. Give complete the result to me, you offer the complete result to me and you become Yant. What do you prefer? Tell me, any of you.
Become ant, Prabhu.
Become Yant. Yes, Prakash Prabhu.
I gave on the chat window. I'll go for the option 2.
Okay. You gave, yeah, you are very fast. So, understand like that. So, Krishna is asking, so what else we need? Isn't it? Yeah. So, Krishna may test you also. Even Krishna will test the bhakti of devotees also like this. But the devotees, they will offer to Krishna. Okay. So thank you very much. Sorry, I have taken 6 minutes extra, but it's a beautiful question from Swara Mataji. And this is very, very important to understand also, particularly the difference between Punya and Bhakti. Okay. We will continue other two questions in our next session. So thank you very much. If you switch on your videos, first we will take your darshan. And very nice to see Sumit Prabhu here. I can see whenever I see this name, Surabhi or Sumit, I really feel, yeah, see, Surabhi is here.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
And very nice. It's midnight there, but thank you very much, coming and giving your darshan. And the little one is sleeping, I hope. Hare Krishna,
Yeah,
Sumit.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
These are really very beautiful young devotee couple who really stole our heart with their wonderful seva when they are in India. And still they are like our family members, even though they went to India, so they are in regular touch with us, and we feel very happy whenever we speak to them or see them like this. It's really a surprise appearance. But thank you very much, Sumit and Surabhi. I felt very happy when I saw your name on screen.
Yeah, we are also happy seeing you guys.
Yeah. So thank you, Divya Mataji, Swara Mataji, for switching on your videos. And Shankar Prabhu, can you see you, Mataji, and your little son also? Second one, I think you said he came on Sunday.
I am traveling, Prabhuji. I am on the way, Prabhuji.
Okay. You are on the way from work. Okay, fine. And Harish Prabhu, can you switch on your video? We will take your darshans. Okay, take the darshan of deities. They are now in light green color, I think. Sita changed the class, deity dress. Okay, first take the darshan of Daunita, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, Radha Krishna.
Very beautiful, Prabhu.
Okay. Again, we will meet next Monday. Please don't miss. We will discuss other two questions. They are also very wonderful questions to understand. And please meditate upon these questions. And if someone asks you, you should be able to answer. Okay, you should be able to explain them. Okay, that is very, very important. Anyway, this session is recorded. You can go through the recording one more time and make a note of some points and should be able to explain to others also, particularly the difference between bhakti. Okay, so thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So Sumit, you stay online
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
for 2. Okay. So how are you, Sumit?
Yes, Prabhuji. Good.
Where are you now, in Pune?
Yeah, Pune.
Pune. So you got the house for rent near office, right?
Yes.
Very good, very good. How is your little one?
Yeah.
Like
he's
recently,
also-
Surabhi posted a video which is very, he has grown up and playing mridanga also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
become very naughty.
He's very naughty, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so time is moving very fast, and yeah, so all these kids are growing fast, and that's good. And how is mommy, daddy? Everyone is doing well there.
Yes.
Very good. Both Surabhi, your mommy, daddy also.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, so take rest now. It's midnight.
Yeah.
We'll have a chat one day.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.